So instead of having 2 and then road, 2 and then road, and then 2 and then road, we have 3 in a road, 3 in a road, and then 2. So we reduce the number of roads by 1 to give us 1 fewer blocks, so we can put the road on the other side. Awesome. Alright. A hunter has died. Yeah, so our population increase is not really kicking in just yet. Let me just keep it like that for now. Because somebody dies immediately, of course. The green line is going up ever so slowly, and then it flattens out afterwards. That scares me. Why does it flatten out like that? Got 78 homes, 78 families. Well, let me just let that happen. And we'll see how this goes in a while. I think yeah, this is happening. So the families have split up, right? But before, where you had 3 generations living under the same roof, now you have the old people living on their own, and then the younger generation living in it. So it's still, you're still getting the same number of children because these are too old to have children anymore. That's fascinating. That's not really realistic. That's more of like a game mechanic than a real simulation, right? But yeah, so what happened is instead of having 3 generations in the same house, you split up the older generation and the younger generation. But the older generation don't have children. So essentially you have twice as many houses, but still the same number of children. You see how that works? Because you just split them up, but only one of the household has children, the other one doesn't. So it's pretty much the same as before when they were in the same house. It's still the same number of children. Interesting game mechanics. Very interesting game mechanics. Anyway, we just had a few people come in. Alright, I guess we'll... more farming. Almost max out the farmers again. That's awesome. Also, we have a trader waiting for us. We don't need cattle or chickens, thank you, though. Thanks for asking. That's really interesting. So you see that's like, you know, 1 generation and then the 2nd generation. Well, we don't see it now because we just built too many houses. But you would have like 3 generations living under, like here, no, that's not right either. You don't really see it anymore. I should have looked at it earlier. Maybe just save the game. Maybe just save the game. I just want to look at what I'm talking about. Let me save that there. Let me load this one. So let me just pause that. So what can we see here? Maybe this is too early. This is too early. This is too long ago. What's the population here? Oh no, it should be right. So you see here, so there's 1 generation and then kind of a 2nd generation. So 1 generation and then 2nd generation and then 3rd generation. So you kind of see like you have grandparents, basically grandparents, parents and children in the same house. Whereas if you split them up, put the grandparents in one house and put the parents and children in the other house, the grandparents are too old to have children. So you still have the same number of children. So what we need to do then is to wait for the grandparents to die and then a new generation move into that empty house, and then we're gonna have more children. So the population growth is again delayed. That's why we had that population crisis earlier at the beginning of the game, because of this. Because of the way the game splits people up. Instead of putting new families into the empty homes, they put the old people in the empty homes. And they don't have children. That's why we had that problem earlier. Wow. But these game mechanics are so obscure, and the game just doesn't tell you these things. You check the food. Alright, the food is steady. We don't have to worry too much about the food. But yeah, like these are fairly obscure game mechanics and the game just doesn't really clarify them. Like what happens when you have 3 generations in a house and you build another house. Well, but now we know. Now that we can see it. It makes sense. I don't know if it's realistic, but it makes sense. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So in order to get population growth, you kind of have to take another extra few steps. You kind of have to build a house, wait for the family to split, let them have children, wait for the children to grow up, wait for the old people to die, have the children move into the new house, and then they have children, and then you get the population increase. Wow, this game is difficult. Well, it's not difficult. We're managing it, but understanding what's going on here is not easy. We just bumped a lot of people into farming. And fishing is almost full as well. Maybe we need more food production soon. Let me just leave that there for now. Put a person into stone cutting. Do we want more nomads? Now is really a bad time to ask me because I just maxed out my farming again, so I don't need you guys. You know what I mean? Like I literally don't need more people right now. In fact, I might need less people because I need to. Because I need more food production. Alright, let me take them. I saved the game just a little bit earlier. Let me take these guys. Max out food production. Max out forestry and herbalism, even though I don't really need herbalism. And for the moment, let me crank those up to 15. Also, we are going to build gatherers' huts. Gatherers' hut. Let me put down. Do I need more herbalists? Let me just put down a herb. We don't need a herbalist. Let me put down hunting and gathering. Which one's bigger? Hunting cabin's bigger, right? Hunting cabin. Gatherer's hut. Alright, so there you go. So we can get a little bit more food production. Oh, they're homeless. That sucks. Can you like go into? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Why are there so many people in the boarding house? Ooh, this is bad. We have homeless people. That was a little bit too many people. That was a little bit too many people. Can you guys build this a bit quicker? Oh crap. Those guys brought diseases with them. Can you like go to a doctor please? Like right now? Like right now, stop working. Stop picking up resources. Go to a doctor, good job. Go to a doctor please. It takes them a while to fix. Why are you going to that doctor? There's a closer. Isn't that doctor closer? Insane. These guys are insane. We have 4 people without a home still. Alright, so how did you get infected? They walk past the hospital and they get infected. That's terrible. Alright, go to the doctor. Yeah, go to the doctor. Feeling bad? Good. Feeling ill? See a doctor, please. Alright, so the homeless situation has resolved itself. We just built 2 houses. And then... And I think that... Wait a minute, what's going on? Okay, I think the illness situation is gonna fix itself fairly soon too. I think. Nope, nope, it's still infectious. Still infectious. 2 people. A forester has died of old age, that's fine. Uh, crushed by a rock. That's not cool. Why is this? Oh, we're missing one stone? Really? Okay, the illness is gone. The homeless situation has passed. But we still have people in the boarding house, and they're probably not happy about it. Who died? A miner has died of old age. Alright, well, you know, stuff happens. Our food situation is going downwards. Fascinating. Maybe that was not a good idea, taking those people in. Food situation is going downwards. Fascinating. Alright, well, panic food is fish. So we're gonna go fishing dock. That fishing dock is there, right? So the next fishing dock that we can build is probably like there. Let's make sure the circles don't overlap. Alright, fishing dock. And then maybe another fishing dock there? Or rather, can I put one like there? I can. I can put one right there. So that one is that big. Let me just put a fishing dock right there. Who died? A farmer has died of old age. That's fine. That's fine. Are these being built? Slowly? Kind of. Are these being built? Slowly. Our food situation is actually going down quite dramatically right now. And I don't think it's just because of the houses. The new houses. I think we're actually running out of food. Wow. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that was a mistake. I'm not sure. Alright. So they're harvesting these, right? 78% yield, 91% yield. They're harvesting these fields right now. Let's see how much food we get out of this, and whether it's enough to get us back to like 20,000 or not. So it's early autumn. We're harvesting the fields. These have been producing food, right? Yep, right. They have pecans and beans and apples. Yeah, so these have been productive this whole time. I don't know. Alright, the food's coming in again to 8,000. That's still quite worrying. Maybe I should build a warehouse. I can buy food. Oh, maybe I should do that. I can buy a lot of food. Maybe let's do this. Yeah. What can I have? I can probably afford to sell firewood. Ale? Let's leave the ale. Let's just buy a lot of food. We don't need to. And it's gonna mess up our graph if we buy a whole lot of food. 2,000, 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. That's a lot, isn't it? And then 2,000 firewood. Enjoy. That's gonna mess up our food graph. What does that say? Master trader, alright. Farmer has died of old age, okay. I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm kind of curious as to whether or not I'm actually starving. And I'm pretty sure that would completely mess up the graph. Herdsman has died, alright. So are they not actually harvesting these fields fast enough? Look at this. We're still at 40, 33, 29. It's late autumn. Are they actually harvesting it, or is it just... Are they just dying? Is the crop just dying of cold? I can't tell if that's right or not.